I started cutting glass when I was probably 8.
Phil Watkins shapes glass panels for a large stained glass window.
The craft is the actual cutting and piecing of the pieces of glass with lead into a cohesive object like a sun catcher or window. The artistry part, when you're drawing out the design, you're thinking, okay, how am I going to make a window out of this? That's a major lead line.
It's a skill he has honed pretty much his entire life.
Picked up the stained glass craft, being carefully watched by my dad what I did. He taught me most of what I know.
An art form passed down from one generation to the next.
Could you do the end of this one?
As it has been in the Watkins family for at least 9 generations.
The first Watkins that came from Liverpool with the oldest son inherited everything.
Clarence Watkins brought his stained glass skills to Colorado in 1868.
I honestly don't know what they did in the 1860s here because there wasn't any buildings. And if there was, they burned down.
Denver grew, and with it the need for stained glass, particularly in churches.
Trinity Methodist, there's 5 generations of Watkins that made windows in there.
Including Phil's handiwork, his dad's, and his daughter, Kit. Her graduate capstone project began to document and catalog the windows that the family has worked on over the past 150 years.
Really eye-opening to see the amount and scope of work that the family has done throughout generations. It is neat to be like, oh, there's a Watkins window, there's a Watkins window. We just stored that one.
Places like the state capitol.
The Boston building and skylights in the Federal Reserve building.
Or Fairmount Cemetery.
Dad would tell me either he made it, Frank made it, or somebody else made it. And so we know pretty much who made 95% of these windows, and we probably made 90% of them.
Including this one depicting the Garden of the Gods.
Just something about that window that Dad got all the parts of it clicking.
And his grandfather's Gleaner's window.
It's so well done with the folds in the drapery, and the hands and faces are beautiful.
Watkins' hands have built or restored thousands of stained glass windows across the state.
We know the family worked so hard creating them or making them. And so for us to be restoring them for the next century and for the next generations is so special.
Phil's wife, Jane, manages the business and maintains the family history.
This was Phil's grandpa's bucket, his cement bucket.
Waterproofs the window. It gives the window strength. This window went in Casino Vale, and Casino Vale was built as one of the first buildings in Vale. Dad and his wife and me made these windows.
9 generations of skill and an art form that has changed very little over the centuries.
This probably took a good solid half a day to paint it, and then it was fired in the kiln.
People will ask like what has changed in the way stained glass has been done here at the studio, and he says,
my grandfather didn't have an electric soldering iron. It's coming slowly.
A lifetime creating and restoring Colorado's history in living color.
There's a lot of things I was going to do, but I just ended up here.